Tazaiad. Today, we're going to talk about the story of King David, man, how that was a real brother and how through adversity, he stood strong with the Most High, stood on his principles. You understand? And listen, it don't hurt to have a skill, you know what I'm saying, that can ease a brother's spirit. You understand? I'm going to teach y'all how to play the harp for these brothers sometimes, man, because sometimes you got to deal with evil spirits that come up through your brothers, man, in the brotherhood, and you got to learn how to finesse that, how to move past that, and how to keep it moving for the Most High. You understand? Do I got a reader? Where my reader at? Is the brother there? Can you hear me out? Once again, we the ISUPK. We just came from a glorious Passover in Houston, Texas at the BH Ranch for the 57th annual Passover. It was adversity. Listen, through the storm, through the rain, brothers stood strong, man, and we persevered. You understand? This type of brotherhood, this type of nation that we building, it can't be folded with just petty arguments between another brother or sister or foolish disagreements. You understand? We really molded in blood, sweat, and tears for this thing, man. And that bond is what brings us together as a people and makes us strong as a people, because pretty soon it's gonna be monuments. Not monuments, but buildings put up. You understand? Structures being built, us gathering to ourselves and preparing ourselves to do what we need to do in order to get ready for the return of Christ. You understand? Right. Where we at with the reader? Most High Christ, can you hear me out?
Come on, yes, third one.
All right, yeah, but what's your name, out?
It's Officer High Call, sir.
Most High Christ, man. Let's get it, man. Let me get first I'm gonna give y'all a little backdrop on King David, how he got into his position. Let me get 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 6, and we're gonna read on down.
Colonel, this book of 1 Samuel chapter 16 and verse 6. And it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, surely the Lord's anointed is for him.
Right. So this is Samuel. He's verse going 7. Out. Hold on, give me a second now. This is Samuel. He's gone out to find another king for Israel, because at this point, Saul is completely not in the Lord's favor, and it's time to anoint a new king. So King David, he went down into the land and found the sons of Jesse, and Eliab is one of the sons of Jesse. Keep reading.
Colonel, verse 7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
Yeah, man. So King David's going through Jesse's sons, and he's trying to figure out which is the good candidate. And of course, he's looking at the height of the brother. You know what I'm saying? Does he look like a warrior? Is he a man that you would lead an army with? He's judging the new king of Israel carnally, like how we often do when it comes to prominent blacks in America. We want to see that you got the attributes that we attribute as great. We're not considering what the Lord contributes as great, which is the spirit or the heart, which is the mind of the man. How much is he willing to serve the Most High? You understand? And when we say serve the Most High, we talking about how is he, I can make it simple for you. how much does he compare to Christ himself? Does he do what Christ would do? Does he think how Christ would think? Does he have that Holy Spirit, which is the vibe of the Most High? Keep reading.
Go on, verse 8. Then Jesse called Abinadab and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, neither hath the Lord chosen this.
Yeah, so at this point, he's just going down the line. You keep reading.
Come on, verse 9. Then Jesse made Shammah to pass by. And he said, neither hath the Lord chosen this. Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesse made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel. And Samuel said unto Jesse, the Lord hath not chosen these.
Keep reading.
Verse 11. Come on, verse 11. And Samuel said unto Jesse, are here all thy children? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he come hither.
Man, listen, man. We get to the youngest, who was King David, and Jesse didn't even have him in the lineup. He was like, man, you know, he's young, you know, what he do, he not a warrior like my older boys. He keep the sheep, you know what I'm saying? He protect the sheep, you know, just a real humble position, you know, nothing extravagant. He's not going to go out on the front line and represent Judah and battle against the Philistines. So he think, you know, but we see that King David is just a humble brother with a humble beginning, man. A humble beginning that really was unexpected. Keep reading.
Come, verse 12. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy and withal of a beautiful countenance.
Yeah, just a light-skinned brother. Yeah, a light-skinned brother, you know what I'm saying, that was a ladies' man, so to speak. He wasn't built like a warrior type, what you would expect. You know, it's over to look him when you're looking in those aspects of a man, because you got to remember at this point in time, a man like a warrior type was a high commodity. You know what I'm saying? King David wasn't that. He was a ruddy, light-skinned, you know, pretty boy. Jump down to so that's the beginning of jump down to 23 for me. But that's the beginning of King David. Just to give you a little insight, Samuel anointed him that day. He's saying something to David that the Lord wanted to make king over Israel. And King David, David, who would later be king, got anointed that day. And jump down to 21, Salagi. Jump down to 21.
Come, verse 21. Come, verse 21. And David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly, and he became his arm bearer.
Right, so Salaki, start at 18.
Come. Verse 18.
No. Jump to 14.
Come. This book of First Samuel.
This book of First Samuel 16, verse 14.
Come. The book of First Samuel chapter 16, verse 14. But the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him.
So right about the time that Samuel anointed David as the new king, the spirit pretty much left Saul. He wasn't in the spirit to save the nation. He was no longer in that position of authority, and Saul was the king of Israel at that time. Y'all got to go read the backstory, but essentially Israel wanted a king. They appointed Saul, and he was ruling up to this point, and he didn't follow the instructions of the Lord, and the Lord sought to get rid of Saul. You understand? So the spirit of the Lord left Saul, and he acquired an evil spirit. Keep reading.
Come, verse 15. And Saul's servants said unto him, Behold now, an evil spirit from God troubleth thee.
Right. So his men, they seen that, oh man, you're not that same brother. You understand? You taking on a spirit that's kind of against the truth. You know what I mean? You notice you have a peak brother like that, his spirit just different from every other brother on how we roll in the UPK. It's something about him just different. You know, you can't quite pinpoint it because you don't know what he's doing behind the scenes, but he just don't really vibe with the brothers in the UPK. You know, he just different. He's always got to be indifferent to what brothers got going on. You know, this the type of brother, he gonna speak against the rank in the UPK. You know, man, I really don't follow no man because, when we get on them chariots, you know what I'm saying, ain't no man gonna have no rank. Type brother that he'll try to downplay the rank. He ain't gonna outright say we shouldn't have no rank and order amongst brothers, but he'll downplay the ranks, try to water down the ranks. You understand? And time to time, every now and then, you might get a brother that might be able to slide in and get some officership to where he over brothers, and he pulling brothers to the side as he can. He looking for the weak ones.
Right. He's
searching out the weak ones. You understand? Trying to get them to, appease that evil spirit that Satan's using him to try to disrupt the brotherhood in the ISUPK.
Right.
Let me tell y'all a secret. Brotherhood is a weapon that we use. You understand? On one hand, we have the word of the Most High. And our right hand, we salute that Torah to obey the laws, man. And on the left hand, we yield brotherhood like a sword. Because individually, we ain't nothing. And the faster you brothers come to that realization, the better off you'll be up in here. Individually, you are no one. Individually, you ain't great. You ain't got the idea. Ain't nobody came to see you, Otis. You understand me?
Go.
Ain't nobody sweating nothing you talking about. Most black people, we don't trust each other to the point where even our conversations don't really be genuine. Our day-to-day conversations be a brother really trying to get his point off and over-talking you. That's what the black community has produced. Because why? They have systematically destroyed the greats among us that fought for black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. To the point where we've been beaten down to a dust, and now we hate each other.
Right.
So how can we rectify that? How can we do it? If we going off of past, if we going off of what we known since off them slave ships, where can we pull from to fix us in this condition now? Ain't nothing to pull from. The only thing we got is this right here. Right. This is all we need. These words typed in the King James Version is all we need to raise ourselves out of the grave, man.
Right.
And the Lord know that. I'm going to show you right here. How do we gain trust amongst our brothers, man? How do we get along and operate amongst our brothers, man, and our sisters too? Keep reading where you left off, Vok. The water.
The book of 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 16. Let our Lord now command thy servants, which are before thee, to seek out a man who is a cunning player on a harp.
Ooh.
And it's
I got a question, $1 million question. Why did it emphasize being a cunning player on the harp? Why did it emphasize somebody that can play music to calm your spirit? And then relate it to how music affects us today. Anybody. Online. In the classroom. Anybody want to say Salaki and give it a shot? I'm gonna go ahead and tell. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, not to just repeat what you said, but that's kind of how it is. Like we're, our people has that vibe where music resonates with us. That's how what I'm saying, we are able to get out our feelings, our emotions, and things like that. So that musical aspect really has a big effect on our type of people. Whether it changes our mood, our spirit, all that, sir. Salaki.
No, most definitely. We are people that respond spiritually to the sound of music. That's why a skilled musician can change a man's mood. It's why hip hop has influenced the earth. Hip hop inspired rock and roll. Jazz inspired hip hop. And along with other things. And rock and roll inspired a nation. A nation. All that music has risen brothers from the bottom of the barrel to be on top of the music world across the world. So it's something in our DNA, it's something in our spirits that resonates strong with us, and Saul's servants knew that. They sought out a cunning man with the heart. And there's some spiritual meaning behind this with David being a cunning harp player that I'm going to go into that ties into our topic today. Because we're going to read that at some point, Saul develops a type of hatred for David. Saul develops a type of evil spirit towards David. And all David tried to do was serve his king. I know some of you brothers in the truth, you going through that right now. All you want to do is work hard for this truth. Serve Commander YAHANNA and serve your nation. And because of your hard work, because of your skill and your cunningness in this work, brothers hate you. Brothers feel some type of way about you. They might try to defame you in some way. Or they might try to give you a half con or one con every now and then. We see you. Duly noted. Keep reading.
And it shall come to pass where the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well.
Thou shalt what?
Be well.
So when Saul was supposed to get this evil spirit on him, King David was supposed to play that harp, man, and calm that spirit on him. That spirit of hatred, jealousy, envy. Right. You see, you brothers, I'm trying to tell you, I'm talking to you brothers that's putting in that work, doing what you're supposed to do for the Most High, and you experiencing some of that hate, man. Sometimes you just got to play some sweet music for a brother. Sometimes you just got to do what you do and can't worry about the naysay.
Right.
You got to let the Lord fight those battles, man.
Right.
Sometimes the best battle fought is the battle not fought at all. The best battle fought is the battle not fought at all. You understand? Because you are in a fight for the salvation of Israel. You see, King David was set on path on a mission to unite the kingdom of Israel. That's why Samuel anointed King David. King David did not yet know his path, but he kept working. He kept his head down. He didn't care about the rank. He didn't care about the women. He didn't care about the praise. All he wanted to do was serve his king, which in return was serving the nation.
Right.
Keep reading.
Gone. Book of 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 17. And Saul said unto his servants, provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me. Verse 18.
Go ahead.
Come. Then answered one of the servants and said, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse the Bethlehemite, that is cunning and playing, and mighty valiant man. It's like, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war.
That's it. Jump to verse 23. So you know they went and got the son of Jesse, who was David. Jump to 23.
Come. Book of 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 23. And it came to pass when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hands. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him.
So that's the beginning. That's the first occurrence where King David played that harp King David played that harp for King Saul. It calmed his spirit, man. What I'm trying to tell you is that sometimes you ain't going to agree with your Ottawa, man. Sometimes you're not going to agree with the order. And I'm telling you that as a man, it does not make you less of a man to play the harp, man. Which was what? To do your job, huh? To keep nation of Israel in synchronization. That's what he was doing. He was easing the spirit of the king so that the king can rule, man.
Right.
If you want to get the job done, it ain't about your feelings. It's about making sure and reassuring that the men in charge are able to do the job. Because why? The men in charge have been placed there by the Most High. In return, you doing your job. And then one day, you might be in that position. See, that's what you brothers don't. See, that's why you think that you know something, but you really don't. You think that all that backbiting and all that snickering behind the brother's back, plotting on them, you think that you going to somehow prevail with that. But let me tell you what's really going to happen. Is the same thing going to happen to you if you ever in that position. Or you might not even make it to see that position.
Right.
You might find yourself outside these doors. Because the reality is we done been there, done that. This ain't nothing new. We know who come in these doors. We know who for the Most High. We know who just lingering around trying to see. We know who rooted.
Right.
And so, yeah, we play it cool, man. Don't forget, out of 5,000 followers at the end of Christ's life, it was only 12 men at that table. And out of the 12 men, there was one Judas. When Christ was hung up on the cross, how many men was with him? None. So you ain't fooling nobody. You ain't fooling nobody. We know the game. See, we all enduring to the end, and the enduring is a long race. You see, it ain't about the fastest. It ain't about the most flashiest. It ain't about the strongest. No, who got the endurance to endure? And what does it mean to endure for us? It don't mean being able to rep out some on the bench 1,000 times. Shout out to the brothers that's back in the gym. Surely I need to join you. But it's about tolerating a brother, man. He coming off the streets. He coming from where you was at. How many times are you going to forgive that brother? 70 times 7, man. How many times are you going to forgive that sister? When are we going to allow a space? Are we going to allow a space for brothers to be able to dwell together and sisters to dwell together long enough for us to grow in power and to please our King for this day, for that great day that we get delivered up out of here? Now, see, it's hard, man, because yeah, he gonna come in with from a whole different world than you, and you ain't gonna like it. I don't like how he get down, man. I don't like how he talk. But you know what I learned to love? I learned to love to see a brother that come in down and raise himself up in power through enduring. That is my newfound joy in life. A brother that stay down to the point where he grow in power within this truth. And a brother like that, I guarantee you, he's skilled at playing the harp. I know how to play the game with you, brother. We was in Passover. Passover, brother walked past you, man, acting like he ain't see you. You know you ain't see you in a long time. You know he know who you is. Hey, brother, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we only got to do this one time out of the year, brother. Show me some love, man. Oh, they hate me. They hate Tazaiad because I'm going to say it. Man, show me some love, man. I ain't seen you, man. What's up, man? What you got? Oh, you going to act like you don't see me, man? Shalom, embrace me, man. I'm aggressive like that. Because this is the place where we're supposed to be able to be protected by love for one another. And some brothers, believe it or not, gonna die about that. So if you coming out of the world, don't test our resolve, man. Our passion for this truth, our passion for our King who laid down his life to teach us to love our brothers unequivocally, don't test that resolve. I'm telling you now, you ain't strong enough.
Right.
You ain't even gonna halfway make a dent. You know what? Is there a way to pan the camera around to that motherfucker, to them jackets right there? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen to you. I'm gonna show you what's happening to you, what's gonna happen to you when you drop your sword. Pan that thing around, brother, if you could. We gonna hang you up on a wall. And that ain't an honorable position. That ain't like the stars on the wall of Langley down at the CIA. That's a man that's quit. That's a man that gave up his cover.
Right.
That's a man that dropped his sword. Turn it back around if I could, Bubba Shaw. Appreciate you. You ain't stronger than the program.
Right.
Right.
You brothers better learn how to love, man. Play some sweet music with your brotherhood, man. Play some sweet music for a brother, even when you know he set out against you, man. Man, Lord, what did Christ say when he was on the Christ, man? Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Man, when I heard that in church at first, you know. But when I came into the truth and I understood that Christ was a Negro, and I understood exactly what he lived and died for, when I read where it said, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do, I was at the job. I was slaving right here in Atlanta. I was on a post guarding this building, but I'm reading my scriptures. This is when I'm early in the truth, probably like a 50 or something, trying to see what this Bible thing really about. It was late night. When I read that scripture, man, a tear came to my eyes, man. Because I said to myself, I've never known a brother with this type of love for people. I knew I wasn't that type of brother that would have no love for nobody like that. I fight today to be a type of brother like that. Like to be able to go. I'm going to go lay down my life. Go ahead, fuck it. I'm just going to go. And then the people that you love was the ones that persecuted you. To turn around and say, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. See, that's real love. That's a real father. When you understand that the hatred being shown towards you, when you understand that the people that's showing the hate towards you, they don't even know why they showing that hate. That's why it says, beware the brother that has regard to the brother that has hatred in his heart towards a brother for no reason. You in danger of the hellfire. Because you just wake up, you just hate this brother. Some of you brothers, you see a brother get raised up, boy, and it's something in you just kindles in you. And you don't know what it is. Better check yourself, nigga.
Right.
You better check yourself. He earned that. And this is how I know you just a child. How you think brothers gonna feel about you when you finally get yours, if you get yours?
Right.
You think that same thing gonna happen to you? Yeah, you a child, man.
Right.
You foolish, and you know nothing. That's how I know. I know that because that's what Christ said. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. You don't even know what you're doing. You a child. If anything, if you see that brother get raised up, man, I want to be next, man. I'm gonna keep working. That's what David did. Matter of fact, I'm getting all into. Go ahead.
Precept, if I may.
Go ahead.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4, and verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, for he that loveth his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen?
I mean, it don't get no, that's a straight cut. You see this brother every day. You see his life, man. You see that pulse beating in him, breathing.
Right.
You don't understand. You don't know nothing. You a child. Right. Because you don't understand how valuable life is till you seen a man die. I seen a man shot in his neck. I seen the breath. I seen the life of him, the last minute of it, leave out his body. You don't understand death. It's sad. You die and that's the end.
Right.
When that brother life left him, they stopped pushing on his heart because they know his pulse was no more. It was over. You see your brother every day. He a real life being. He breathing. Hey man, shalom out, man. I'm glad to see you, man. I ain't seen you in a long time. It'd be 2 hours. Man, you safe out there, man? You staying safe? Check up on your brother, man. Because you see him every day, Lord willing.
Right.
But if you don't love him, then how can you love God? You don't see God at all. Let me get chapter 18. If I could.
So like, is it still in 1 Samuel 16?
Chapter 18. Mm-hmm.
Oh, come, Salaki. The book of First, like
matter of fact,
First Samuel.
Salaki, matter of fact, give me Salaki if I could. Give me 17.
I'm having some problem on my end. Can I be heard?
Yeah, can the brother can the brother be heard? You hear me out? Samuel, 1 Samuel 17, verse 1.
Okay. This is the book of 1 Samuel 17 and 1.
This right here is the rise of King David. I just want to give y'all a little example of the type of man he was. Go ahead.
Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle, and were gathered together at Shachal, which belongeth to Judah, and pitched between Shachal and Azekah and Ephes-dammim.
Real. So the Philistines, they up and pitched against Israel. They finna go to war. So this is a wartime in Israel. Just like in America, we in a wartime against Iran. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 2. And Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together and pitched by the valley of Elah and set the battle in array against the Philistines. Verse 3. And the Philistines stood on a mountain on the one side, and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side.
Go ahead.
And there was a valley between them. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines, named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. Verse 5. And he had a helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with a coat of mail, and the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass.
So this Goliath, I mean, this was a man built for war on the Philistine side. Had all Israel shook, even the king. The king will like put a bounty out on like any man willing to, you know what I'm saying, take this man down. You can have my daughter, because I ain't finna go out and fight. That's who Goliath was. And you know, battle back in that day was brutal. It was hand to hand. I mean, you didn't have it. See, the white man think he tough because he got that gun. But that hand to hand action, that is, we all know that the knife is still infamous to this day. When you see that knife, you ain't trying to engage. You are trying to escape and evade because you know the damage of that blade when it penetrates.
Right.
You had to be a man's man to be out on the battlefield with 300,000, 600,000 plus swords going to war.
Right.
Killing. Which is another reason why you women should just absolutely shut your mouth when your husband talking. You know what I'm saying? I just want to put that out there. Because you ain't doing that. And ain't nobody asking you to do that. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And he had greaves of brass upon his legs, and a target of brass between his shoulders. And the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam. And his spear's head weighed 600 shekels of iron. And one bearing a shield went before him. Verse 8. And he stood and cried unto the enemies, unto the armies of Israel, and said unto them, why are you come out to set your battle in array? Am I not a Philistine, and ye servants to Saul?
Yeah, he talking big noise. He believe he's somebody. You understand? Keep reading.
Choose you a man for you, and let him come down to me.
Now, basically, he's drawing the sand in the line, saying, look, choose you a man that's willing to step to me. Go ahead. Okay. He's challenging the whole army of Israel. King Saul's servants. Keep reading.
If he be able to fight with me and to kill me, then will we be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then shall ye be our servants and serve us. And the Philistine said, I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together.
Oh yeah, at this point he's just talking big noise. I'm talking about this is the same Israel that got walked up out of Egypt by the chariots of the Most High. This Philistine coming down saying, man, your God versus my God. You understand? What you willing to do? Send your best. Keep reading.
Okay. It's the book of 1 Samuel 17 and 11. When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistines, they were dismayed and greatly afraid.
That was it. Jump to verse 22.
Okay. This is the book of 1 Samuel 17 and 22. And David left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage and ran into the army and came and saluted his brethren.
So King David heard about what was going on, and he ran down there because, of course, his brothers was in the fight. He was over there somewhere watching the sheep. Go ahead.
And as he talked with them, behold, there came up the champion, the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, out of the armies of the Philistines, and spake according to the same words, and David heard them.
So Goliath came back out, challenging again. But this time, David hearing these words. Go ahead.
Verse 44. And all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him, and were sore afraid. And the men of Israel said, have ye seen this man that is come up? Surely to defy Israel is he come up. And it shall be that the man who kills him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Israel.
Yeah, so now all the soldiers is talking. They like, man, look, man, it's a bounty on his head. Who gonna get it? But they know the cost of it. King David hearing all this, he like, damn, all the riches, freeing my father's house of any debts to the king, and I get the king's daughter. I can get up out of this sheep manger. This time, man, King David, he wasn't looking at the Goliath like, oh, hell no. This is something I don't even want to get into. He hearing all the benefits of what come, the glory that can come from this battle if he imparts in it. That goes for a lot of you brothers out there. You hearing on the street corners, you seeing the brothers going to war, fighting against people's religion, and you like, man, I want some of that. You telling me if I stand on that street corner, I can get power in the earth? I can get all the women I want? The Lord gonna multiply me on this in this life and the next?
Okay.
That spirit that you got to come in here with that zeal, that was the same spirit David had, man. Because we fight against Christianity, which is a larger Goliath than Goliath. And that was a physical fight. This one right here is of the mind.
Right.
You come into this truth and you got to fight Christianity daily because you was raised a staunch Christian. Even when you got the truth, you still got to fight that Christianity that's on your mind. A lot of y'all brothers, y'all be at the club, you see something you like, man, you try to act like, oh yeah, she from the hood. I don't wanna, I'm a priest and man, that sister, man, that you know you want that sister. But why you can't be righteous and approach the sister in the right way? You hide behind, you wait till you outside with and brothers can't see you and you hollering at that broad. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get at an unrighteous way. You want to try to get it. You trying to hit it for the night. You ain't trying to be for real with that sister. What sense does that make? You can have all the meat in the world you want, but do it the right way. The Lord said the bedroom was undefiled and marriage is honorable amongst all things. Right. But a whoremonger shall be judged. Man, you see a sister, man, that you interested in, man. It's simple. Hey, sis, who your camp leader? That right there alone, let her know that you interested. You niggas over there doing the most. Liking every Facebook post. God damn. Ain't nothing she's saying that interested. I mean, you posing at every chance you get, you know what I'm saying? You doing a pose with for the camera, you know what I'm saying, for the sister. Try to get every picture. Y'all, everybody see you, man. Right. You have yet, she don't even got her name, and you all up in her photos and all that. Man, wait till that sister get a name. And then inquire of the camp leader.
Right.
He gonna tell you. what you need to know about the sister. Okay, yeah, put in that word in. So you let that word go out, and if she say yay, it's game. It's game on. Is that not the righteous way to do it?
Right.
Come.
But brothers always want to find a little back alleyway. I'm gonna show us a little something. I'm gonna slither. Oh, Chris, you a Christian. You find that Christianity, ain't you, boy? I see it, I be like, man, he find that Christianity. He don't want to be old genuine, nigga. Just old so anxious. You know what I'm saying? Goofy. That's what you is. You was a goofy. And you think she gonna respect you.
Right.
Yeah, you a fool. Forgive him, Lord, for he know not what he do. Let's read some of these. Go ahead.
It's like if I made heavy point out of one, and the other thing too is, you know what I'm saying, they be up here, be scared to think, to hear that they ain't even put in enough work to be worthy of the sister.
Woo. But he says something then. But you come in here trying to get your dick wet, nigga. You ain't even got down hit the streets now. You just try to bypass all the. You ain't even get your officer's test, but you see some meat you want.
Right.
You ain't did nothing for the Lord. For the Lord to bring you some. You just, you know what I'm saying? Can I say, I can't say, what's another word? Rod, my bad, rod. You know what I'm saying? You got to say rod, my salaki, to the sisters out there, to the brothers out there, say rod. The rod of correction and direction and
Right.
protection.
Right.
A dog over there acting the fool. Hey, let me tell you something, man. You, like the brother said, was heavy, man. You coming in here ain't put in a lick of work. But then you think you deserve this sister? No, that sister deserves a brother that puts in work.
Right.
Because at that point, by the time you get that officership, you have proven that you are able and capable to lead men.
Right.
Because you learn what you need to learn in order to lead men. Now, how many men, you know, that takes season. That's why you got officers of 50, officers of 1,000, officers of 5,000, captain of 10,000, captain of 13,000, so on and so forth. But the point is this, and goddamn it, you sisters ain't exempt either. I'd be remiss if I don't mention that I'll be noticing a lot of hoe activity on the low. You ain't all the way, maybe you ain't all the way committed to active hoeing, but you do got some hoe tendencies about you. Going around putting your hands on brother, you extra touchy, extra lovey-dovey with a brother. I see you. And see, in the world, we be quick to call you hoe, but since you got a hair wrap on, brother be trying to, you know, deal with you accordingly.
Right.
Right.
And don't be no sister out there side-eye giving a little extra convo and you know you got an out of one. I'm going to say it.
Right.
Where is your red corsage?
Right.
That shit $10. You all up in my face for 5-10 minutes and find out you got an out of one. I got a problem. I'm getting off subject. Where we was at? Like where we left off? Yeah. I'll just
We are, go 17 and 26.
go ahead.
And David spake to the men that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that killed this Philistine and taketh away the reproach from Israel? For who is the uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?
Man, that's it on that. David talking big shit. He like, who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he gonna defy the army of the living God? David wasn't hearing none of that. David was ready to go to war. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
But anyway, we're gonna get past that because we all know David slaying Goliath, and that's when he started getting his glory on the earth. You understand? And that's when King Saul was like, okay, who is this guy? Yeah, you know I'm saying? Like he was completely impressed with his zeal and his spirit. You understand? Give me chapter 18. We're gonna start at verse 1.
Okay.
Can they hear Maul Saul speaking, or is the brother high call better to read? High call, did you want to continue reading?
I can if you wish, Lord.
Okay, start at verse 18. Chapter 18, verse 1. Sloggy.
1 Samuel, sir.
Can I get some more?
Come. I got that one.
Go ahead.
This book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18 and verse 1. And it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David. And Jonathan loved him as his own soul.
So Jonathan is King David's son. And off rip, they hit it off. Now, you brothers, you're going to come into this truth, and it's going to be a brother in the truth that you just vibe with, man. That's your dog, man. That's your nigga, man. Off day one. You know what I'm saying? Boosie got that song say, if that my nigga, that my nigga then. It just is what it is. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And Saul took him that day and would let him go no more home to his father's house. Verse 3. Then Jonathan and David made a covenant because he loved him as his own soul. Verse 4. And Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him and gave it to David, and his garments, even his sword, and to his bow and to his girdle.
Yo, so David gained the brother, man. His bravery on that battlefield got the attention of the king and the king's son. And the king's son drew him in. Started just giving him his substance because of the spirit that David had. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And David went out with soever Saul sent him, and behaved himself wisely. And Saul set him over the men of war, and he was accepted in the sight of the people, and also in the sight of Saul's servants.
Yeah, so David was he was locked in now. Got him positioned in Saul's army. You know what I'm saying? Got blessed with a good brother on his side who was, the king's son. So imagine being friends with Donald Trump's son. Oh, I don't even know why I said that, but that's the equivalent. You know? King David had friends in high places. Why? Because the work that King David did. You will find yourself amongst the captains and the generals by doing good, solid work.
Right.
You will be acknowledged of the men greater than you by doing good, solid work. And vice versa. If you a snake and you have envy and hatred towards your brother, you're going to be acknowledged too. We're going to know who you are.
Right.
It worked the same way. Keep reading.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 6. And it came to pass as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistine, that the woman came out of the cities of Israel, singing.
Sisters came out. Oh, yeah, you brothers, man. You brothers, you know what it is. You got your eye on a sister, and another brother got his eye on that same sister. Now the hatred creep in, don't it? Now all of a sudden they ain't so brotherly, are they, mother son? They have war with each other neck, ain't it?
Right.
Now imagine you the king. I'm gonna let you keep reading. Go ahead. I'm gonna say this, before you. I said this a long time ago. I said the women in Atlanta are going to be, or could be, a possible downfall, brothers in Atlanta. And I'm gonna say it right now. It's time to gird up thy loins and strengthen these walls, man.
Right.
These sisters can't have no control over the brotherhood. I don't give a damn what you think. I don't give a damn about none of that family man BS you on. Oh, penny proud ass nigga. I don't care about none of that. All that little Roscoe Jenkins ass nigga, all that little family barbecue type family man nonsense. Will you think that that's righteous? Letting your woman be all pillow talking with your woman, telling her all about your problems with brothers. If you think that's righteous, we're going to smell you. We smell you. Us killers that serve the Lord and put in that work for Commander Yahawadah, we smell you. You fool. Just going to let you know. But we're going to play the harp. We're going to play the harp. How do we know this? Because we got the word. We don't need to hear nothing you talking about. We don't need to hear nothing about what your rib done told you. Christ said, be harmless as a dove and wise as a serpent. So we're going to sit back, brother. We hear you, man. We hear you, man. And as time go past, brothers will get up over you. They'll rank up over you. You'll no longer be in that position that you're in. Skip right over your head. We'll be focused down the line on the next move to grow the truth, strengthen the brotherhood, and you'll fall off. You ain't strong enough.
Right.
Yeah. You never been strong enough. You think you bigger than the program, and that's where you fail at. Keep reading.
Colonel Khan. Women came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet King Saul, with tabrets, with joy, and with instruments of music. Verse 7. And the women answered one another as they played and said, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s.
Uh-oh. There you go. There you go. That little comparison. Letting the women pillow talk. They pillow talking. You fall weak to the devices of women, don't you? You don't know that's what they're going to do. They're going to be giggly and googly and all that. Trying to compare brothers and all that. Don't be weak and listen to nothing that come out no broad mouth, man. That is against brotherhood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They had a podcast episode. I forget the name of the podcast. It was like Black Men Trust Black Women. And they try to say, black men believe black women. Okay, listen. Cool. Listen to what these sisters is talking about and hear them closely. But listen with a discerning ear. You understand? Weed out the bullshit. Don't let your rib hype you up to hate your brother, man.
Right.
If you got a type of rib like that, man, tell her to shut her effing mouth. Tell it to the pillow. I don't want to hear you talk. Treat her straight like that. You want to know why? Because she's trying to put something evil in your ear, man. Right. Don't be the brother to be like, you right. That brother did do me wrong, didn't he? You over there trying to find a friend in your woman, as opposed to ruling your woman. You let her rule your emotions.
Right.
Yeah, you weak. You weak. Once she see that she can control your emotions, she gonna continue to manipulate you.
Right.
She ain't gonna be like, I see that's where he weak at. Let me not go into that with him and tear him down. A righteous woman would. A righteous woman be like, I shouldn't. A righteous woman wouldn't even bring those things up. Right. She wouldn't understand your love for the brotherhood and wouldn't even mention it to you. She wouldn't even try to whisper that poison in your ear. If you at home, let me tell you, and I got it. Tazaiad, I gotta do it. I see you online. You know I gotta do it. Oh, I'm about to get checked, man. They gonna call my phone. If you at home and you listening to this and you a brother that got a rib that's running her mouth about what the brotherhood should be or should not be, tell her to shut up and put something in her mouth. Put something in her mouth. Hey, talk to the mic. You want to be in speaking, don't you? You want to be on the corners street speaking, don't you? We'll talk to the mic. Hey, I'm saying though, brother, can I tell it real? Can I tell it real? Because they at home getting their ass kung fu, trying to figure out how to battle they broad at home. The women say they getting whooped on at home. And then they come in here and got all hatred for their brother because they broad and whooped them all week. I'm trying to give them a tool to fight. Y'all.
Come.
I know I ain't got to tell y'all brothers. I'm just saying for the ones that apply. I'm just saying. The sisters have now left the chat. I'm trying to keep it 100. Where we at? Oh yeah, key read verse 8.
Come, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 8. And Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him. And he said, they have ascribed unto David 10,000s, and to me they have ascribed but thousands.
Ain't that you weak niggas at home?
Come.
Yeah, you see a brother doing his thing, and the sisters coming up to the brother, proud of the brother doing his thing. He holding his strong, and you just over there. I don't like that shit. What's that nigga off Belly?
Oh, Belly. Come.
You sit out there like, I don't like that shit. Oh, weak ass. Go ahead.
It's like he had something in his mouth.
I'm trying to tell you, man. He had to put something in his mouth because he knew he was a hoe ass nigga.
Come.
Man, we ain't making this up, man. This ain't nothing that you don't see with your own eyes. You know you weak when you sit up there listening to that. You feel weak. Right. But you let it seep into your soul because that's your lover, homie boo. Your boo thing. Man, you weak as hell, man. You telling me a broad that like to tinkle your back a little bit, cook you a plate of food after she do you something good. Now you gonna let her sit up there and dictate you? That ain't no man, A man lay it down, nigga, get some food, ate, and still telling the broad what to do. She done tickled you one time where you liked it, and now you fool out hoe. Keep reading.
Con. And what can he have more but the kingdom? Verse 9. And Saul eyed David from that day and forward.
He was watching then, boy. Oh, that's you brothers over there hating of a young man that's coming up in the truth, moving strong, and you done fizzled out. You done got to that rank there and you done fizzled out. You ain't quite going steady no more. You getting hit left and right with life. You understand? Life beating you up, ain't it? Life done did you the Frazier. You know what I'm saying? And you seeing that young brother come in there with that zeal, and he over there getting that attention, you over there like, I don't like this shit. I don't like it. That was Saul, man.
Right.
At this point in time, we all can see that the spirit has left that brother.
Right.
Because all David was doing was what? Serving him.
Con.
What you got? Let's see what you pull it up. They can see this? Okay, keep talking. No sweat. If you could keep reading now.
Con, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 10. And it came to pass on the morrow that the evil spirit from God came upon Saul, and he prophesied in the midst of the house. And David played with his hands, as at other times.
Hey, and what did David do? While Saul was plotting, he's just playing that hard, man. Boom, boom. Playing that sweet music. That love making music. Doing what he do. That's what I'm trying to tell you, brothers, man. If you facing this, if this is you and you're back against the wall, and brothers, you ain't getting the response from brothers that you would hope that you would get from putting in this work and going hard, man, and you thinking brothers gonna be in your corner and brothers ain't quite in your corner, man, keep playing that hard, man. Do what you do, man.
Right.
Keep doing what you do, man. They ain't gonna understand, and maybe it ain't up for them to understand. Maybe it's time for them to get on your program. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is keep doing your thing. Keep working, man. We see you, man. We recognize you, man. All the ones that ain't putting in that work, we're going to step over you, man.
Right.
We're going to step over you because we all want the kingdom. We want power in the earth, man.
Right.
We tired of being on the bottom, man. We can't deal with no brother and his emotions. I'm not that good of a counselor to deal with you and your emotions, man.
That shit.
Huh? So, this is y'all brothers on the low. This is y'all brothers. Check you brothers out. This is how you look on the low. This is how you look, acting like a little hoe. You know what I'm saying? Acting and pretending like you really about brotherhood and all this. We see you faking. This y'all on the low. Yeah, man.
Well, meanwhile, little did we know.
Drop a dime on them niggas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that.
Hey, look, and this be advised, he had a rod-shaped object in his mouth.
Right.
That's y'all brothers. Man, let me tell you something. If you trooping, man, keep trooping, man. Don't let nobody try to tear you down, nigga. Hold your chest high, money. You are valuable to this truth.
Right.
If you an officer 50, if you're a young man in the truth, don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot be doing. Oh, you ain't doing enough.
Right.
And you working and you giving your all. Don't let no hater tear you down, man. Keep working, man. Keep building yourself up. Keep building yourself strong, man. Your glory's gonna come. I promise you that. Your glory's on the way, man. Not because of what some other nigga got planned for you, because what Christ said, man. If you pick up his cross, you'll get more in this life and the next. That's in the scriptures.
Right.
Don't no man dictate that. The Lord laid that out, man. The Lord laid that out. You're going to get your just due. Ain't no man going to be able to dictate what you will or will not be if the Lord has chosen you.
Right.
Keep reading.
Khan. And there was a javelin in Saul's hand. Verse 11. And Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David even to the wall with it. And David avoided out of his presence twice.
Yeah. At this point, Saul was a full-out hater, boy. Saul was a full-out hater to not be trusted. And it's really sad that Saul was going through this downfall. You understand? And if you know anything, you should know that when you working and putting in this work for the Lord, and you got brothers that set against you in that spirit, sometimes it's best you just avoid them, man. You know what I mean? Avoid them and do what you do. Because you know what they on. Keep eyes on them and know how to maneuver out the way. Right. What they say? Be wise as a serpent. What does a serpent do? A serpent over there like, but harmless as a dove, man. We ran out of time. I'm trying to get to the whole thing. I'm gonna skip to chapter 19. I'll probably go back and do another class on this because it seemed like a part 2. 2 hours ain't enough. Because when you talking about brotherhood, man, it's what we built on. And listen, it's the only thing that's gonna save us.
Right.
What would you do for your brothers is what you need to be asking yourself, man.
Khan.
It's a sincere question that you need to get to the bottom of. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give? Are you willing to lose your family? I lost mine. Are you willing to give everything you got? Let me get chapter 19.
It's like you said, 19, sir?
Chapter 19.
Khan, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 19. But it came to pass at the time when Miriam, Saul's daughter, should have been given to David.
No, chapter 19. Chapter 19, verse 1.
Salaki, sir. Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 1. And Saul spake to Jonathan, his son, and to all his servants, that they should kill David. And now game time.
You at the Passover, getting orders from the generals to make things happen, doing this, doing that. You trying to divvy down on them brothers the orders that the generals gave you, and they not responding in them texts. They don't like that shit. Who is this nigga on the net? Y'all ain't think I was gonna say it. I know what's going on. Who is this nigga on the net? Yeah, we see, boy. He over there trying to give out orders that the general gave so that the nation can have a Passover. But you want that nigga dead, don't you? We don't like it. That shows you got the spirit of Saul. That's why Saul ain't got the kingdom. If Saul kept the spirit and did what the Lord say, you know Benjamin would be ruling the nation of Israel.
Right.
But it ain't the tribe of Benjamin no more. It's the tribe of Judah now. Because it is. Because of this story. I'm just saying. Keep reading.
Come on, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 2. But Jonathan, Saul's son, delighted much in David. And Jonathan told David, saying, Saul, my father, seeketh to kill thee. Now,
David had, if I could,
come on.
David had friends in high places from the work that he put in, from the type of brother that he was.
Right.
The man that wanted to kill him, his son loved that man. And he told David, my daddy seek to kill you, man. I don't know why. I love you like a brother. Do you know what Jonathan is admitting right now? Jonathan, who is the heir to the throne of Israel, the nation, a kingship, is saying, I'd rather have my love for you as a brother than my kingdomship. What type of brother are you?
Right.
Jonathan from the tribe of Benjamin was telling a Judite, my father seek to kill you. But I'd rather have your love as a brother, even if it means me, my kingdom.
Right.
This is the only love that can keep this nation together.
Come on.
You got to fight somewhere deep inside you for this type of love. This ain't something we born with. We ain't born with this. We got to learn this.
Right.
We got to practice this on the daily.
Right.
How do we do that? If you got to out with your brother, man, go to him, man. Give a damn what it is. Practice that brotherhood. Strengthen that brotherhood, man. Be around your brothers. You ain't seen brothers in 4-5 weeks, and you just over there in your feelings like a little biatch.
Right.
Man, go pull some strong like a real nigga do, man.
Right.
And get to the bottom of your problems. If you a brother, step out with your brother and go view some meat to ease your pain and burdens being in this society. Huh? That's the heart. That's the heart, man.
Come on.
You sit up there drinking sweet Kool-Aid in your pillow, probably in a onesie, laid up in the bed, hating on the brother. As opposed to lacing up your boots, putting on some of that smell good, putting on that head wrap, throwing on those fridges, and stomping out with your brother and shipping you a good shot of that Jack. and conquering some women. You sit up there being old. I don't even know. I can't even say it. I want to say it. You know what you are. Keep reading.
Colonel Khan. Now, therefore, I pray thee, take heed to thyself until the morning, and abide in a secret place, and hide thyself. Verse 3.
At this point, hold on, if I could. At this point, King David is the enemy of the state. Can you imagine being on run from the United States government on United States land and territory, where all these ways of communication, satellites, cameras, all the sophistication of the face reading, recognition. Recognition. I said, what did I say? Recognition. Recognition. What's the word? Recognition. With all the face recognition technology, you get on Marta and they see you, the camera spots you, and they find you. You carrying a credit card or debit card with a chip on it. They tracking your every payment and movement. You the enemy of the state. Well, that was King David, man. And all he had was a brother on his side. He reading.
Colonel Khan, 1 Samuel chapter 19, verse 3. And I will go out and stand beside my father in the field where thou art, and I will commune with my father of thee. And what I see, that I will tell thee.
Keep reading.
Colonel Khan, verse 4. And Jonathan spake good of David unto Saul his father, and said unto him, let not the king sin against his servant, against David, because he hath not sinned against thee. And because
so Saul at this point is trying to, reason with his father, who's the king. Like, this man ain't did nothing wrong. What's up with this? What's up with this hatred toward the brother? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Colonel Khan. And because his works have been to the word very good. Verse 5. For he did put his life in his hands and slew the Philistine. And he and the Lord wrought a great salvation. It's like a great salvation for all Israel. Thou sawest it and didst rejoice. Wherefore then wilt thou sin against innocent blood to slay David without a cause?
Jonathan knew that he ain't did nothing. Jonathan like, damn, man, that's my partner, man. What? Why you want to take him down? Does anybody know why King Saul wanted David gone? Anybody? Go ahead, Adore. Yeah, he was jealous. I had another brother Trump want to say something.
Colonel Khan, Salaki.
Go ahead.
He was in fear of King David, thinking that he was going to, pretty much take over his kingdom.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Let's get the Christianity of it. Yeah, he was jealous of the brother. That was the emotion of it. But King David was a threat to his kingdom. You understand? It may be hard to understand, but being a king at this time meant you had absolute power. And your sons thereof. Can you imagine fighting for that type of power or the type of enemies that you would have to be conscious of? You literally are surrounded by your enemies. Even so that you got to even consider those that could grow in power against you, even though they serving you at that time.
Right.
That was King David to Saul. And guess what? Jonathan was the inheritor to the kingdom. And even he knew it was wrong. What his father had planned for David. He knew that. Keep reading.
Khan. Verse Samuel chapter 19, verse 6. And Saul hearkened unto the voice of Jonathan. And Saul swore, as the Lord liveth, he shall not be slain. Verse 7. And Jonathan called David, and Jonathan shewed him all those things. And Jonathan brought David to Saul, and he was in his presence, as in past times. It's like in times past.
So King David fanned it out, got him back into the mix. You know, like how we do with you brothers that go off, you drinking too much, you just shame the school, and it's a brother out there that love you more than the rest, and they beseech you on your behalf and get you back into the mix. That's what Jonathan did for David. He got him back in the mix because he knew it wasn't righteous. You understand? It wasn't righteous what was happening to David. And Saul knew that, and he had to do something about that. That's why he went and told David all he needed to know and had his father swear that he wouldn't kill him. Keep reading.
Khan, verse 8. And there was war again, and David went out and fought with the Philistines and slew them with a great slaughter, and they fled from him.
So King David did what he always do. He got back in there, and what did he do? He went to work. He went to work. They tried to take me out. They tried to hate on me. They was mad because I was in the general's favors, doing the work, making things happen for the school, getting buildings, bringing in brothers and sisters. I go to work. I don't sweat none of it. I don't sweat nothing I can't change. I keep my head down and I do the work.
Right.
What does that say about the type of man that you got to be in this truth?
Oh, God.
You got to be a brother that's you blind to the BS.
Right.
You got blindness to the BS. Christ was about to die and be sacrificed to gain rulership over the earth. And Peter tried to show some weakness. He said, oh no. He tried to stop Christ from going and getting his glory. What did Christ say to him? Does a brother know? Go ahead. He said, get thee behind me, Satan. Peter was showing genuine concern for his leader. He didn't want him to go and die. And Christ wasn't like, brother, I love you too, brother. We gonna make it together. You know, like how them little love movies you nigga your rib be having y'all watching, where they finally decide that they do love each other in the rain and they gonna make it work out. You know that good old Christian story where love will prevail. Christ said, he didn't say none of that. He said, get thee behind me, Satan. He knew it was weakness coming out of him. He knew it was the Satan trying to play him out of his spot. Oh, King David, man, he went and slewed the Philistines. He ain't sit up there and doubt his position. The man his son just told him that his son, who's closer to him than anybody, just told him, my pops was trying to kill you, man. And he went out there and served him anyway.
Right.
Well, damn it, ain't nobody in the UPK trying to kill you. If anything, we just forget about you and move on. We'll hang you up on the roof somewhere. What's she saying?
It was a bone crusher. He was never scared.
Who was that?
Cop.
Who was that? Who she? Where's she out of? Most High in Christ, man. Good to know we got us a soldier in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean not a sister in Atlanta. That was a sister, right? Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Colonel Khan, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 9. And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul, as he sat in his house with his javelin in his hand. And
That
David
spirit was back on Saul. He was like, man, this nigga out here doing this thing still. I don't like that shit. Play that clip. Play that clip, Bob. King David was back in the holler after he just let him back into the court. And this is King David. King David was like, man, what the hell? He done went out there and killed some more Philistines on my behalf with that javelin in his hand. And he was like, man, God damn it. I don't like that shit. You understand?
That shit for sure.
This King David.
I don't like that shit.
I mean, the man out there doing work for now. When the U.S. Army goes and they kill on behalf of the president, who gets the credit? The president do. So David is doing the work of the king for the king to get the credit. And he don't like that shit. He's like, this man is a threat. Keep reading.
Colonel Khan. And David played with his hand.
What did he do?
Played with his hands.
He played that hard. Boo boo boo. What's some R. Kelly? What's a good R. Kelly song? What's that R. Kelly song, dog, you play when you try to get in that mood, huh? Where you wind down, you know what I'm saying? And you got that wine pole and that rib, get out that shower. Wine for me? Ooh wee. Man, he played that hard, man. I'm gonna be a brother regardless. I'm gonna do what I do regardless. Listen, I know you hate it. I know you don't like it. I know it piss you off, my success, you how the Lord with me. But I'm gonna be a brother, man. I'm gonna be smooth like a musician is smooth. You know them old jazz musicians back in the day, they was some smooth brothers, man. I mean, imagine, you know, Ray Charles was a lady man, right?
Right.
And you know, all he did, they did the movie on the brother. All he did was rub on their wrist and they came out them drawers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they came about the drawers, panties was moist. Because you just a smooth brother, man. Play that heart, man. Play that heart. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, brothers, man. You ain't got to hate on a brother. If you see him out there doing good and winning, you could be that.
Right.
Imagine if we all had that mindset. We might not be crabs in a bucket.
Right.
All them folks with Trump right now that's on his administration, Not saying it's righteous, but they know Trump was there for the robbing and stealing and killing, and all they did was get on board. Well, if you see brothers standing in righteousness, building and growing and getting women and doing it and looking fly doing it, get on board, nigga.
Come.
Do what we do. Wear that chain. Wear them braids. Wear them gold teeth.
Right.
Put on them shades, nigga. Tie up them boots. Guess what them girls gonna do? They're gonna be singing your name. Because that's what they do. They can't help it. They're gonna talk. They're gonna do their thing. And you're gonna do your thing. And brothers, whether you like it or not, gonna continue to do their thing. They playing that harp while you hate. You don't even know that they playing the music you dancing to, nigga.
Right.
You so full of hate for a brother. Go ahead.
Come in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 19, verse 10. And Saul sought to smite David even to the wall with a javelin, but he slipped away out of Saul's presence, and he smote the javelin into the wall, and David fled and escaped that night.
Man, that's a strong brother. Because if you throw a javelin at me, damn it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you try to kill me, damn it. Now, granted, this the king. So if David tried to throw that javelin back, what you think would happen? All the king's guards would have fell on his ass.
Come.
He had to be smart. He knew he was behind enemy lines. Ain't we behind enemy lines in America?
Come.
When you dealing with the police and they pull you over, I know you ain't out there acting like you a white man.
Right.
Your hands 10-2. Yes, officer. Woody woo, officer. I was just riding through. Yeah, you can check the trunk. Ain't nothing in the trunk. You quickly agree with the adversary so you can be done with him.
Right.
King David didn't have the power to go to war against Saul. King David was a faithful servant. And through his faithfulness, he gained the power of the kingdom. We hear stories like that all throughout the scriptures. Abraham had what? Faith. Can I get that precept? Anybody know that precept? Is anybody online? Give me that precept. I need it. We run out of time. We're going to have to do another part 2. I know it was going to go this long. Is there anybody out there that can give me the precept that David walked by faith, not by works? Was he justified? I'm giving y'all a hint. That David walked by faith. You got it? You said 1 Samuel? Okay, let's hear it. That wasn't what I was thinking, but let's hear it.
It's the book of 1 Samuel 22 and 14. Then Ahimelech answered the king and said, and who is so faithful among all thy servants as David, which is the king's son-in-law, and goes at thy bidding and is honorable in thine house?
No, I'm talking about the faithfulness of Abraham. I see Atlanta ain't been studying us. You say you got it, y'all?
I can see if this is it. So, other one.
Try it out. Let's see.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 8.
There you go.
By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out not knowing whither he went.
Yeah. Abraham, he was told he was going to get the kingdom. And as far as he knew, I'm just gonna keep working and doing what I do. King David was anointed to be a king. He was the captain in Saul's army. He didn't see kingdom shit. How could he see it? He couldn't see it. All he seen was the work.
Right.
The day-to-day in work. The showing up to class. The getting on time. With your garment on, your headpiece, your war attire, teaching classes, going to camp. You understand? Putting in that work. And then we know the Lord reward down the line. But we don't see it now. But we got faith. Faith without works is what? Dead.
Right.
With time. Listen, I'm going to cut it there because I don't want to go into the other part. We're going to definitely have to finish it up, man. I love chopping it up with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Israel. I love chopping it up with y'all. You know, this is ISUPK Atlanta. This is also 5,000 Tazaiad. You know, what's our school location? 3253 Glenwood Road. 3353 Glenwood Road. You come check us out Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. What time on Saturdays? 10 a.m. on Saturdays. We're going to be open. You come get you some food. Come get fed spiritually and physically. You understand? We right here in Atlanta off Glenwood Road. And with that, I say shalom. Damn right. Pass the class over to the precinct officer.
Give one more applause for the class.
Damn right.
He's out the QC security announcements, but ISUPK start our One West comes from the Fisher Hall, New York. When new brother and sister come to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They have to be student only. They hit the shadow themselves of the world. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if their brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to their brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment, come from the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and also the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, which means 10 in the Hebrew by Icho. 10% of every penny increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or the teacher. Feast fund, people argue for priests, not mentors. Also, money like to give. Upcoming holy convocations will be the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Feast of Unleavened Bread, you understand, taking place next Sunday. Right? Reminder of all argument, all quabbing. Check the bulletin board in the back for the details.
Next Sunday or this coming Sunday?
Next Sunday, sir. So,
next Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. And for any brother who wants to be a trooper to school, start wearing all black. It's boot, shirt, pants, headbands, and war scarves. For that, we'll give a courtesy salute for the teacher. And then, here's a salute for the brothers. Then there's your Shabbat. Ahmad, Rock.
Yahawadah Shem Yahshua.
Yahawadah Shem Yahshua.
Y'all been trying hands down. Also give a courtesy salute for the sisters online. Then there's your Shabbat. Ahmad, Rock.
Yahawadah Shem Yahshua.
And we'll just say the Hebrew and English. May the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. And we're tying hands down. That's dismissed.
All right. Yeah, man, we did the damn thing.
Kind of
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. It's Officer 5000 Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here to invite you, Blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people, to the ISUPK 57 annual Passover, hosted by Commanding General YAHANNA, the leader of this nation. Saturday, April 4th, at the BH Ranch, Houston, Texas. Shalom. Be there.